Something just flashed right down over where your lure splashed. I seen the silver flash in the water. I don't know if you took a roll at your lure or took a roll at a bait or something. I don't know. I seen the silver flash right behind your lure, about 10 feet.
Definitely getting some cast out there. Fish on. Uh-oh, where is he? Where is he? There he is, nice. Nice fish, man. I think we got a hook in that one, you think?
I think so.
Look at that baby go, brother. Oh, he's on?
No.
Yeah, he is,
Just run.
That's the way to do it, brother.
This is addictive fishing. For the next 30 minutes, you'll see why fishing is so addictive. We'll show you the most awesome rod-bending, drag-screaming action. So hang on to your seats for this week's journey on Addictive Fishing.
Yeah, I just got rolled on again, just bumped again.
That's a real one. That's a real one. Go!
Ow!
That was a real one. Welcome to this episode of Addictive Fishing. We're in about the middle part of the Everglades right now between Flamingo and Chokoloskee, you said?
Yes.
We've got Captain Gary Thompson with us. We're gonna be catching tarpon on artificial. Y'all stay tuned to this episode of Addictive Fishing. We'll be right back with the bugs.
The best strike zone for these fish is be from the bow casting at 10 o'clock and at 2 o'clock. One of us cast at 10, the other one cast at 2. That way you're working cross and down tide on these fish because the tide's falling in here. So you want to be working down and cross tide.
And when they hit, they're just gonna whack it or?
That rubber bait, those the DOA baits, you're gonna get whacked with that. You're gonna see it. And the best thing I can tell you with these lures, when you're casting these lures, is you have to wait for that fish. When he strikes, it's an automatic instinct to jerk.
Oh yeah.
But you're gonna want to refrain.
There's a giant over there. God, you see that?
You're gonna want to refrain from jerking for just a second until he starts taking line. If you can wait for him to start taking line, and the second he starts taking line out of the reel, you want to set.
Bow up on him?
Yep, bow up on him. But if you can keep from jerking when he first strikes, you'll get a lot better hookup on the fish.
There's a giant one just rolled over there.
About a 6-footer over just rolled.
6-foot tarpon. Well, you know I'm not ashamed to throw meat at him either.
We're not gonna have to, Blair. You're gonna get everything you want today right on these artificials.
That's what I like. Save bait, use rubber.
That's it.
They're rolling all the way up there.
We're just getting into the fish. That's what I told you. Those up there back behind us, they were coming in. They were coming in to feed from outside. The bigger bunches are gonna be right here ahead of us.
The big mangroves, are those red mangroves?
Red mangrove. Probably about 85% of what you're looking at here is red mangrove, especially on these outer edges of the river. There are a few black and white mangrove mixed in with it on further back into the woods there.
Fish on. Get it? Is he on?
Nope, he spit it out on me. Shows how good they are at spitting them out.
Oh, fish on! Look at that, brother! Look at that! Look at that fish!
I spit it! Son of a Excuse me.
That'll be a beep.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a pretty fish, man. That was a pretty
Changed my luck with that lucky 13.
Yeah, you did.
He first did it, and once when he went back in the water on that first jump.
I thought for sure after that second jump and he was sitting there moving, you had him.
Yeah.
They're so hard to hook a lot of times with plugs for you folks out there because a tarpon, can bite down on a lure so hard and just sit there and hold on to it, and you can't pull it and set the hook. And a lot of times they'll just open their mouth and it comes right out of their mouth. Oh, there he is, there he is.
Get him, Blair. Go to the right of that fish. About 6, 8 feet to the right of where he rolled. There you go. Perfect.
Fish on, brother! Nice! Oh! God! Sticking him! If that wasn't cool or what? God!
Seen the fish roll, put it right out there to him and hooked him right up.
Kaboom! Kaboom! He didn't have it. And just as I was saying, they'll hold on to that lure, and I pumped that fish twice, and it still didn't hook him. Unbelievable. Whew, we'll get you one. We'll get you one. And all these bends look the same. I couldn't imagine growing up here. How many generation?
4th generation, yeah. I wouldn't trade it for the world. I tell you, it was a great experience growing up here.
I bet.
Come on, you slob, where are you at?
I see them rolling right there and right there.
Yeah, my grandfather was fishing these same tarpon holes 70 years ago.
70 years ago. Back when a lot of these fish here were just little,
Yeah.
little finger
Little
tarpon.
capoonas. Look at them down there.
Oh, they're happy
2 right
fish.
there in the middle.
Definitely getting some cast out there. Fish on. Uh-oh, where is he? Where is he? There he is, nice. Nice fish, man. I think we got a hook in that one, you think? I think so. Look at that baby go, brother. Oh, he's on. No. Yeah, he is, Just run. That's the way to do it, brother. All right, folks, this is what we came here for, brother. Y'all stay tuned to this one. That's a big fish. How big do you think he is? Buck 20? Buck 30?
Yeah, at least.
He's thick. He was
Okay,
a thick
slow me
one.
down. Slow me down. I got some line up now.
He's over there trying to make a run for our camera boat. Trying to get over there and show Anthony what he looks like. That's pretty fish. Now, how do they fight in here? They give up pretty easy, or?
They fight pretty good. He just was laying there on the bank. I don't know what he's doing, but he just decided to take another run here. All right, kind of hold me out off that bank so he doesn't get me up there too close.
Yeah, you already got him on his side.
That's a
That is a poon and a half there.
That's that braided line. You can put some pressure on him.
Yeah, you put some heat on that guy. That big old Lucky 13 sticking out of his mouth. He's wearing it like a mustache.
Finor reels and cake for your rods, man.
You got the best of both worlds there.
Yes, sir.
I guess you got the best of all three now, though, because you got a big old poon hooked up. That's a nice fish. Well, what I mean, oh, he's gonna get ready for him to jump. He just took a gulp. Get that oxygen flowing over his gills. They do like that down in the Keys, you know, they come up and gulp.
Yeah.
Do the same thing?
Yeah.
Well, you got 40-pound Power Pro on that one.
He's got me huffing and puffing.
I hear all that. What is all that noise out there?
It's a solid fish, light tackle.
Yeah, that's some real light. That's the same rigs I use for trout and redfish and snook. Now tarpon. It'll come over my head. I'm gonna swing it this way. You know, 2 years ago when we were filming the show, we were plagued by tarpon. That's all we were catching. I think it's the first one on the show for this year. I don't think we've got one, so. And it's a dandy.
Yeah.
It is definitely a dandy.
When they come up like that for air and they get that gulp, you got to really put the pressure on them. So they let that air back out of that lung. They don't get rested up, get revived. Get a second wind.
He might be a little bigger than what you think. He's up on top now. Boy, what a pretty fish. Look at that big green back sticking up. Like a great big pilchard. So are these all just the resident fish that you got in here? Or do these guys are the ones that get up towards Boca Grande?
No, these fish come in here and stay from mid-March to about mid-November. They don't move north. We get fish that come in from the Florida Keys heading north that'll pass through here and feed, but we get our run of tarpon and they come in here about mid-March and they stay through till we get a first substantial cold front sometime in November, 1st December.
These
And
in
they
here
leave out
all
just like,
summer long, huh?
Yeah, all summer long.
All summer long. Book him anytime during the summer, you can come do this. It is awesome. This morning early we saw him. I hooked him nice when he popped off, and wow. I'll get one later though, I hope.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get into them.
I love
We haven't
tarpon.
even gotten up into the good spot of this creek yet.
I like the sound of that. How about you?
Oh!
What?
It broke off.
Man, that's tarpon fishing. Y'all stay tuned, we'll be right back with some more addictive fishing. We're gonna get one of these for you on the boat today, I promise. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. Put some fish slime on me, that'll keep them bugs off on it.
That's what he told me. He says, I'm gonna tell him this morning my name's Boudreaux. I'm here just to catch some fish. He's from Louisiana. There's a nice poon down there on that point, rolled right in that current. He just bumped my lure right there. Come on, big boy. Come on, big boy.
Where's he at, man?
That one just rolled right over there.
Let's reach out and touch him. Love the way these things fly.
I think you got right out in front of him there.
I hope so. There he is. Come on, baby. Left, right side, my right side. There we go. Ha that's the one I wanted. That is the one I wanted there, brother. Now's when this EXT comes into play, you know. You were saying how it was a little heavy. All right, come on, he's gonna jump. Come on, what are you gonna do, brother? Nice! Nice! Oh. Oh. Come on, baby, just give me some more air now. There he goes. Coming back to us. Gary was sitting there talking earlier about my rod, and he picked it up a minute ago. He said, man, that sure is a heavy rod. I wouldn't want to cast that all day, but I'll tell you what, when you're catching the little guys, it's not that much fun because you whip them pretty good with a Cape Fear. But when you hook into one this size here, I'll tell you what, you're glad you have one this size. At least I am.
He's between 130 and 150 pound fish. This is a big fish.
You think that size, that big?
Yeah, he's a nice fish. He's a 6-footer.
A 6
Big fish.
How do you usually like to get them? You stick the gaff in their bottom lip? You got
Bottom
something like...
lip, yeah. I go through the inside and out the bottom.
I've heard so much controversy on that. What's the
Well,
deal?
if you go from the outside in, a lot of times you break their jawbone in the center.
Yeah.
And once you break his jawbone, he's a dead fish. So I try and get the gaff inside of the mouth, come out the bottom, somewhere in the center. And I use a rope gaff so that, it's not real stiff like a metal gaff. And I've just got a little gaff on the end of a rope here, about a 9-foot rope. And that way the fish can thrash around and I can still hold him without hurting him.
I just saw that big glow. The big glow. Oh, nice. Gary, I tell you what, we've been casting all day long and
Finally paid off.
finally paid off. I didn't know we were gonna get one this big. He goes up, up, up. Oh, this might be a little bigger. Oh, you said 150. It's 130 to 150, so you're covered.
The actual power's in your arm and that rod.
Arm in the rod. That's why you hear people say, let the rod do the work. Look at that fish out there. Look at that fish. How'd you like to see a bass come out, meet that shiner? Well, I guess you do. They're called Goliath grouper. Oh, he just got a burst of energy. There he goes. Come on, baby. Just stop.
Start talking about getting eaten by a Goliath grouper, he got nervous.
Yeah. There he is. Look at that. Silver King. I'm shaking. Shaking like a Polaroid picture. I'm thinking what we'll try to do is get him up here on the deck, Gary, on those treble hooks.
Right.
Do a little operation on him. A lot of times people, I've seen them on websites and say, oh, they had to land the fish and pull him up on the deck using circle hooks.
Yeah.
You can leave them in the water and unhook them, but I want to make sure that this plug gets out of this tarpon's mouth, because a lot of times you get a double plug in a tarpon's mouth like that. It can actually hook on the top of the mouth and the bottom of the mouth and pin their mouth together, and they'll never be able to eat, and they end up dying. I've actually seen them with mirror lures in their mouth, topwater plugs like that.
Yeah, I too.
And man, this guy is just not giving up.
No, he's not.
He's putting the sweat beads on me.
He was talking about me huffing and puffing there last time, man.
Well, I don't think yours is quite as big. He's going up here and warning all his buddies.
Yeah.
Don't eat the red and white. What is it?
Maverick, golden eye.
Don't eat the red and white golden eye. Packs a wallop.
That mother will give you heartburn.
Oh, man. If you can't get addicted to catching tarpon, man, you ain't going nowhere.
Yeah,
You
you
ain't going
stopped
nowhere.
him then. You just
You ain't
stopped
going
him in his
nowhere.
tracks.
Oh, almost came up and got me a little wet. I think he's done. Where you want him?
It
Around
don't
here?
matter to me, wherever you get him up to. You gotta lift his head where I can get that.
We have us a tarpon. Awesome, dude. You can just bring him up on the deck or what? Look at that fish.
Okay, I need my pliers.
Surgery time.
You hold him there, and let me get my pliers. Lift the head up. Let me get a hold of this one. Hold still, big boy. Come on. Come on, we'll get you back in the water. Okay. I got it still in his
on his
jaw
gill
here.
plate there.
There we go.
Set that there. Okay, we want to slide him in over here so he doesn't hurt himself.
Yeah.
Look at that fish, y'all. Look at that fish.
You want a scale, Blair?
No, I don't want to scale.
You sure?
Let's leave him. God, what a fish. What do you think, 130?
He's good, 130.
Ah, baby. That's what we came for. Right there, here he goes.
Okay. Now, let me have him there. You take him, turn the motor into the tide, go straight back up the river, and I'll start working.
Whew, we got some tarpon slime on the boat. I need to keep moving.
Yeah, keep us moving.
I would love to get down there and revive that fish. Whew, about wore out the Minn Kota today. How's he doing, Gary?
He's doing good, he's breathing. Just keep him into that tide. Okay, he decided he was ready.
Oh, God, he's just got some slime up front. Oh, you look, we didn't have to pluck one. Didn't have to pluck one, we brought him up.
Oh, big.
I hate having to pluck him, but there he is right there. That's a scale, brother. That's a scale. Gary.
Congratulations, Blair.
That was awesome. I could do the tarpon two-step up here
Yeah,
now.
boy.
It is slick. We got to get some water up here and wash this off. Hey, y'all want to do this? Captain Gary Thompson out of Everglades City. He'll put you on these big fish all summer long. I want to take a little time and show you the bait check today. We're using the Cape Fear 15 to 40 pound EXT rod. Now, they do make this in a cheaper model without the real expensive Fuji guides on it. But this model here with the Fuji guides on it, the EXT series, as for the EXT, it's kicking their butts today. But using 80 pound fluorocarbon leader, using one of Captain Gary's favorite baits here, it's the GoldenEye Maverick. And it's getting the job done today, as you can hear. It's a hard bait. One thing we're doing different is we're not pitching up underneath the mangroves, pitching right in the middle of the channels here and catching some nice tarpon. That's your bait check for today. You Captain Gary on the website and book him. You can catch these tarpon all summer long, he says. A ladyfish! Come on now, we can't end the day on a little ladyfish. Or it's a little snook. It is that's a pretty little snook. Looks like he's just in. Got the light on him
Yes,
good.
the baby. Beautiful yellow fins.
Nice little snook. I don't want to end the show on that, but I tell you what, it has been a ball today. It's getting late in the day. We don't know what's going to happen. We might have to haul back to camp. If y'all want to do this, catch some giant tarpon. Y'all seen it. We had action all day long, and he said it was slow today. Go to the website, addictivefishing.com, and you can book Captain Gary Thompson here in the Everglades, catching some big old tarpon. We'll see y'all next week. Come on, what are you gonna do, brother? Nice! Nice! Oh.
Shaking, tossing and turning, you can feel it burning oh so deep. Maybe only for the moment, you won't hear the voices when you sleep. Tell me what to say, tell me where to take you when it's over. Tell me what to do with all this heating air. I don't wanna play, but I don't wanna be out Wembley. I don't wanna play, but I don't wanna be out Wembley.
Don't eat the red, white, golden eye. Packs a wallop.